Fabula Ultima Atlas, Natural Fantasy, is another official Fabula Ultima supplement written by Emanuele Galetto, published by Need Games. Like the atlases before, the Natural Fantasy Atlas is a 200 pages long guide to both the GM and players on how to create and interact with a natural fantasy setting. Where high fantasy is about a world full of magic, and you kill God, and techno fantasy is about the oppressive high-tech society, and you kill God, natural fantasy puts into the question of where humans should place themselves in the natural world, and sometimes you kill the Antichrist instead. Rather than being a world-changing epic focused around the capital of a world, the easiest way to think about natural fantasy is the theme around preservation of the natural world, and that can start small, a village or something like that. Rather than building the setting in size, it is built in depth, with history stretched back millennia, much like our world. The heroes in natural fantasy is often just people, common folks looking to better the place they lived in, with the antagonists often being ancient curses or technologies of a distant past, whether those utilizing these things, or the very beings themselves. But sometimes, it might not even be something that grand. Sometimes, the antagonists are also just people with different thoughts and minds. Natural fantasy is about the nature, and humans are a part of it, which also makes natural fantasy the harder fantasy to grasp because among the three fantasies, natural fantasy asks the most questions on human nature. Sometimes the plot can be as simple as something ancient is endangering the local ecosystem and you have to figure out what and why, but sometimes the plot can also be confronting the dark and probably genocidal past of the lost civilization that you can trace your lineage from, and also destroy the ancient living weapons built by them. The Atlas is also great at giving guideline on how to create your own setting, especially putting questions on things like coexisting with nature does not mean erasing yourself, or that chasing the past or tradition might not exactly be a good thing. The thing about nature is that it's not a book to be read, or a rule to follow. Nature changes, and if a society seeks to live with nature, they too will have to adapt to its changes. So, other than the setting guides, example locations, custom weapon system like in the other atlases, new quirks, optional camping rules, there's of course, new classes, 4 of them to be exact. There's Floralist, who can grow plants and flowers and grasses. There's no way Aerith can afford this much property through flowers alone, that can change their effects as they grow and perish in a short span of time. Gourmet, look, Monster Hunter is in the list of inspiration. Do I need to explain what this class does? Invoker,
love the kind of woman that can kick my ass.
Where Spiritist is in harmony with the world and use it to heal, Invoker is in harmony with the world and use it for violence, and maybe some healing, but mostly violence. And finally, Merchant, who uses the power of commerce to connect with people from even the farthest port, and then uses said connection for some benefits. No, this class does not actually make you more money for the most part. New classes of course, comes with new heroic skills, and yes, there's an Arcanist heroic skill, but it's more a Spiritist thing so I'm gonna explain it in a future video. And finally, there's the antagonists, mostly consisted of monsters or the rule of nature itself, along with core themes for Game Master to make their own ones. And that's basically it on Fabula Ultima Atlas, Natural Fantasy, a supplement for a team of common folks banding together to build a better world for the future generations. You can get it now on Drive-Thru RPG, and probably the soft cover soon on Need Games' main website. That's all for now, and I will see you all next time. Hello there, if you like this video, please subscribe and click that notification bell button. If you want to see the videos early as well as further support my channel, you can join in my Patreon page, or buy me some coffee, links in the description. Anyway, have a nice day.